Hello, boys and girls. Venture with me into parts unknown as we visit Babel and his Tower of Games.
Babel, you are supposed to wait to put shirt on until after first segment. But I want to wear it now. Hello everyone, Babel here. Welcome to my Tower of Games. This time around, Pat, the 1-foot-tall dinosaur that lives in a petrified Metroid head, has a couple of video games to review from one of our favorite comic book characters. I wonder what it could be.
It's the Punisher, aka Frankencastle, former U.S. Marine whose family was slain by a group of mobsters. From that moment on, Frankencastle died. Now it's only the vengeance of the Punisher that remains. And if you're guilty, you're a goner.
Well, let's see what Punisher game that has first. That.
The first game we have is The Punisher for the Nintendo Entertainment System. This was released in November of 1990 and was developed by Beam Software and published by LJN.
Whoa, LJN? But their versions of X-Men and Wolverine are awful. Yes, Loni, I know. LJN has quite a few stinkers in their library. But this is one of their better games, I promise. I notice you say better and not good.
Punisher for the NES is an action-packed on-rail shooter. You as the Punisher take on a slew of criminals and assassins to get to the main threat, the Kingpin.
Choose your level by firing at one of the water posters provided and shoot your way through hundreds of gang members, drug dealers, mercenaries, militia, mobsters, and ninjas to get to the level's boss.
The final bosses you'll face are Hitman, aka Burt Kenyon, another former Marine who served with Frankencastle but turned into a mercenary. Jigsaw, aka Billy Russo, a hitman for the Italian mob. He's taking control of Riker's prison in this level. Colonel Klieg, a tank-driving maniac. Seijo Kanaka, a ninja bodyguard. And Assassin, a dangerous and destructive robot. This game changes up the rail shooter action by having bosses like Jigsaw, Seijo, and Kingpin go hand-to-hand with the Punisher. More like hand-to-sword or hand-to-crowbar. There's a bunch of cool little things in this game, like the Daily Bugle that pops up for hints and tips.
There's secret stages in some of the levels that give tons of health and weapon pickups. In fact, shooting everything inside is expected in this game, because there's hidden stuff everywhere. And we mean everywhere.
And lastly, during the cold silence of this war zone, scored only by the cacophony of gunfire and explosions, is the soothing sounds of a blind man's saxophone. Ah, get it, old man. Shooting him will give you that sad sound, and a health decrease.
Oh, I didn't mean it. Oh, well, too bad. I didn't mean to be a blind man on the streets. I'm here playing my sax looking for a nickel, and you're giving me lead. Come here. I didn't give enough light from you. No, help that, help. What do you mean, no? The look of this game is pretty good for an NES game, and the controls are really tight. It's a bit long and repetitive, though, but if you're a Punisher fan, it's worth giving it a try. We give Punisher for the NES 3.5 broken hordes out of 5. What's our next game, Pat?
Punisher for the Sega Genesis. This game came out in 1994, and it's a port of the 1993 Capcom beat 'em up.
It's a condensed version of the arcade game, with some changes like some of the thugs like Yan Lee and Saxon being removed. The violence is toned down from the arcade version, and some of the levels have been shortened as well.
The game sees you in New York City, and you choose either the Punisher or Nick Fury to venture out and bring down the Kingpin's empire. The action is intense, and both Punisher and Fury have an array of special moves to take down the endless horde of thugs in your path.
And barrels! What's that? Barrels!
And now, a special report.
Ladies and gentlemen, barrels have been a silent menace in video games for decades, from Donkey Kong to Street Fighter.
Rolling, exploding, the secrets they hold. Money, food, weapons, armor. Who puts these things in there?
No, they put them in there. Exactly. There's more than meets the eye with these seemingly inanimate objects. They are not to be trusted.
If you've never played the arcade, it's a great game. But having played and own a version of the arcade, and it's one of the best beat-em-ups of all time in my opinion.
The Genesis port just doesn't hold up. We give Punisher for the Genesis 2.5 broken horns out of 5. Well, everyone, we'd like to thank you for stopping by for another review. We'll be back soon for another one. But no.